What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the SLR F1 2016 PS4 League Season 1. And today we're here for the final round of the season, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix Round 12. And yeah, last time out it was Kostask who won the race and won the championship, and also Renault secured the constructors. So there's nothing really to play for except for the relegation places, of course. The top 16 are the only ones who can get into Season 2 confirmed, as in they'd have to do time trials. So there's a lot at stake, especially for people like Tumas and that Kidaz, who both desperately need good results to make sure they get into the top 16. Today the drivers will be facing the 21 corners of Abu Dhabi, a total of 28 times. And talking about the race, let's head over to the qualifying lap. Here we are on board with Tumas 53 for a qualifying lap around the Abu Dhabi circuit. Going into turn 1, brake in between the 100 metre board and the 50 metre board, turn in third gear. He does it perfectly, Tumas. Going through the S section, make sure you don't lift off, as you see Tumas on the throttle with no assists. It's very difficult, but he keeps on the full throttle. Braking down when the curb starts, down to third gear, second for the second part of the chicane. And then obviously the tight hairpin, just make sure you... It's alright if you run a little bit off the apex, because it doesn't really lose you, because you gain the speed back on the straight through a better exit. So now opening DRS, 7th gear, and we're heading down into the chicane, and we brake down it on the curb and into second gear. Get it turned in, third, and then make sure you don't run the orange curb as you're in the air. So now heading down into the middle of the second sector. Make sure you open DRS fine, and now you're looking for the 100 metre board. There we go, there it goes. It runs a little bit of the curb, does Tumas, third gear, a little bit off the apex, but other than that, pretty spot on. And now that's second gear, otherwise third gear won't make around the corner, and double right hander, easily flattening these cars, 6th, 7th, and down, and then as soon as you start turning, you brake, a very, very difficult corner, second gear, third. And then it's just third around these two corners. Just make sure you don't end up in the wall on the outside. And now brake the 50 metre board, down to 4th, short shift to 5th, and then round the last corner, third gear, and we're going to come across the line, and it's a 139.9. Very decent lap from Tumas. And now let's have a look from the rest of the qualifying results. So it was Abraham 123 XD to take a pole position in his manner with a 139.2, half a second actually clear of Abu Dhabi specialist Frandy in his house. Managed to get second on the grid, very good start position from him. Stim, who's stepping in for Ferry Barnett for this race, is in third. Obviously Tumas, as we know, we saw his lap, in fourth. Also I'd like to point out that Frandy was on the Super Softs. Avara Alcrack in 5th, that kid has won his best qualifying to the season in 6th, Mocking 7th, Allen in 8th, Zibuda 9th, Ninja Hazard 10th, Nene 7th, 11th, and Carlos did not set a time. I would like to point out that Mocking Weeks and Ninja Hazard do have 5 place grid penalties for this race, and without further ado, let's head down to the race. Here we are for the last race of the season, and we're going to go 5 red lights for the final time, and it's lights out and away we go. From second we're on board with Frandythomesn, and he's going against Abraham, and he gets squeezed and he has to go really narrow into the corner, but Abraham comes around the outside and hits him round, and Stim follows him round, as Stim was right behind Frandy, and he just went round and tapped his rear end and went round and round and round and round, and that ruins their race. And now we're on board with Mocking Weeks coming into the second sector. Carlos makes a dive inside, nearly loses it on the exit, but managed to keep the place just about. And that could have been very costly for Carlos then. But now we see Frandy coming to pits, and he gets a drive-through penalty for speeding into the pit lane. It just looked like he didn't brake really until right at the last minute, and unfortunately that costs Frandy, and it's another mistake from him that makes him lose time. And you can see Mocking Weeks losing time there with his 3-second penalty. And we have Frandy coming into the pits to serve his drive-through. On to lap number 3, we have Tumas coming into the pits. Will he speed? No, just about getting away with that is Tumas. and he will be going on to the ultra soft tyre for the second time in this race. Double the ultra softs, and now on board with NA for 7. As you can see, we've got Abraham overtaking him. In fact, I've got that wrong. Into 7th place goes Abraham, and Nene drops to 8th. And now on to lap number 5, we have Tumas and Ninja Hazard going into battle, and Ninja Hazard actually runs the curb a lot there, unbelievable. And Tumas, with his no assists going around the outside, has DRS, he's already alongside, and he's just gonna drift past straight down the straight. Sorry about my commentating, it's pretty shit. And you can see now Nene has actually got a penalty on lap 5 as well. And now we're on board with Mocking Weeks, who's in 3rd place at the minute. Doesn't really break into the corner, and he goes into the wall. Oh, I don't know what he was doing. He must have had a cup of tea something going into that corner, because he just did not break going into the corner for some odd reason. Oh well. We're going on to lap number 6. We've got Nene, and he spins on the exit, and Zibuda decides to risk it and hope Nene doesn't spin into the side of him and makes the move stick. Now we're going on to the end of lap 6, and we've got Mocking Mix coming into pits. Takes it very cautiously, I must say, going into the pit lane, and going for the undercut, and he's going to come into his Manor garage, and let's see what Tigers. And the Nene goes past, and so does Tumas, and he's going to go into the soft tyre and replace his front wing as well after he pile drived into the wall. So that was a very costly mistake from Mocking could come back to haunt him. And as we go into lap number, I cannot see, probably 8, and we've got Tumas and Nene going side by side into the corner as we have 2 onboard shots there. We've got Mocking Weeks and Kostask doing battle on lap 7 as well. Obviously Kostask, our champion, hasn't really got anything to lose. He's already won the championship. And going down into the braking zone, Mocking Weeks already has the place. And Mocking Weeks, oh my god, PMNA and Ninja Hazard coming together in a very violent crash. Ninja Hazard seemed to just come across on Mocking Weeks, PMNA like he wasn't even there, and goes flying into wall, and that's the end of PMNA's season, unfortunately. And now we're on to lap 7 with Frandy coming down and overtaking Ninja Hazard into the braking zone with DRS, and gets the move sticks. Come across on Ninja Hazard, doesn't do what he did to PMNA. Ninja Hazard just swerve over. And now we've got Nene 37 coming into pits onto lap 8, and he pits, goes on to the soft tyre, and goes back out again, and should be going on to the ultra softs right at the end. And now we've got a 3-second penalty for, I think that's Frandy. And now going down into the braking zone with Nene, we've got Frandy behind us, and the safety car is being deployed because that kid has retired from the race. So the safety car is being deployed. This will affect everyone's strategies. You see Frandy decides to come in and risk it, seeing as he has nothing to lose at this point, because he's fighting NA for 6th in the championship, and needs to make the stop, and needs to make something happen, and do something slightly different, and he'll be trying to get to the end of the Grand Prix on these soft tyres. Oh no, he goes on to super soft. He decides to go super softs, then softs. Actually no, super softs, then ultra softs, should I say. And then now you can see on the safety car restart, Frandy going around the outside of the S's and making the move stick. And now we're on lap 13 with Nene 57, and you can see it's Stim around the outside of Nene with DRS, makes the move stick. He's on the racing line and makes the move in the end stick. Going into the braking zone, it was a lot stronger, unfortunately Stim was, for Nene. And as you can see, we're on board with Frandy, and Kosta's car lags, oh my god. And now he's in the wall, and how the hell has Frandy survived that, we'll never know. But Frandy is still in the race. He's lucky to be still in the race. He should have died, let's face it. I mean, going at the wall at that speed, Jesus Christ. And I can confirm that was lag from Kostask. Kostask wouldn't do anything like that on purpose, just brake check people. But unfortunately Frandy has to pit now and go probably onto the softs to the end. And yeah, another incident for Frandy, and that's pretty much ruined his race. It's from lap 1, to be honest, when Abraham went around the outside and just caught him. And now we're on to lap 14, and there's Abraham spinning actually, and I think that's Carlos actually ran wide there. And now we've got Alvaro, Elcrack and Carlos side by side. Mocking Weeks as a watching brief as they watch them go side by side. He's going to wait. He's not going to make it 3 wide. He's Mocking Weeks. He's going to wait and try and pick up the pieces as Carlos runs wide, but gets back on track ahead of Mocking Weeks. And unfortunately for Mocking Weeks, he taps around. He's actually been tapped around by Carlos, and he's losing places hand over fist thanks to safety car coming out. It's bunched the field up, and that's allowed Abraham, Tumas and Stim all past this. Oh, he's hit Stimmers now. That's twice in two or three corners that he's hit the back of someone. Mocking Weeks. Oh, Mocking Weeks. What can I say? And now you've got Alan behind you, tried making the move, and Tumas has actually lost the back end there. And Mocking Weeks decides to risk it, but does brakes way too much, to be honest. He stops on the braking for some odd reason, and we've got Alan round the outside. It looks like Mocking Weeks has got braking issues. Alan takes his chances round the outside on the super soft tyre, obviously on a different strategy. He's got the slipstream of Tumas, but look at this with DRS. Mocking Weeks managed to get back and actually make a move on Tumas, maybe. No, he actually stops, and we've got Alan making a move round the outside, and Nene follows him round the outside. Inside, should I say. And now he's round the outside, he's got DRS, they both got DRS, but the straight line speed in the Mercedes manages to pull away and in front of the Manor car. But now Nene makes a dive bomb on Alan, and it was actually an accidental dive bomb, and he locks up and gives Alan a cheeky nudge to let him know he's there. But as you can see in a second, Nene will just let Alan past because he felt like it wasn't really a valid move, to be honest. He just locked up all brakes. As you can see, actually, Mocking Weeks has hit the back of Nene and Alan. Is that Alan? Somebody's gone there. Zibuda's actually gone. He's pulled over, and Savis actually made the move on Mocking Weeks while he was caught napping. And as you can see now, Frandy actually gets another 3-second penalty on lap 16. Tied to his troubles, and Savis flies past Nene on lap 16 as well. Obviously, Savis, our runner-up in SLR, just flies past Nene, and as you can see now on lap 19, we've got Mocking Weeks behind Savis now. Savis actually made the overtake off camera, and Mocking Weeks got a 3-second penalty, and then comes into the pits on lap 20 for his final stop, and will probably be going on to super softs to the end now. And Nene will be getting that position as he goes past right now. As you can see, the yellow dot overtake. Actually, no, that's Abraham. No, that's Nene, the yellow dot. I don't know why Nene's a yellow dot, he's not his teammate. There's loads of yellow dots for some reason, and here goes Frandy and Ninja Hazard, and Ninja Hazard just lets him pass for some reason or other. Just give up on that one. Nene just chops the corner slightly and gets a 3-second penalty into the first corner. Now going on to the same lap actually, and Nene gets another 3-second penalty on the last corner. Yeah, unbelievable. Tumas down the inside of Ninja Tumas actually. It's Frandy and Tumas, should I say. Where I've got Ninja Hazard from, I don't know. And now we've got Carlos on the outside of Nene, making the move round the outside into the chicane, and makes the move wolf stick. Seems like he's got a better setup as Carlos as he come into the pits with Nene through to 7. And puts on the ultra soft tyre. And will hopefully go to the end. It's a late pit stop from Nene. No one really expected him to pit, especially Frandy, who actually comes out, as you can see, sets the fastest lap on his ultra soft side. Actually missed his pit stop in the edit, unfortunately, and will be coming out ahead of Nene with 5 laps to go. Obviously, he's on 2 or 3 laps old. Ultra softs at this point, and as you can see, there's a little squabble here between Tumas, who takes Alan out. Alan just understeered into Tumas, should I say. Mocking Weeks was obviously waiting for something to happen like that, and it happened for him finally. And Nene gets another 3-second penalty. Yay. Frandy and Alan are going to go and set battle as Frandy goes down the inside, dives bombs him into it's like a hairpin type chicane corner, and Alan obviously gets all over the place on the exit, and Frandy will be going round the outside of Alan and says thank you very much. On DRS on the outside, now he's on the racing line and makes a move stick, and Nene obviously has to follow Frandy through, and look at this, new ultra softs, and catches him an absolute treat, goes really late on the brakes, nearly loses the back end into the corner, nearly went in sideways. and managed to catch it round. And what a move that was from Nene 57, just to go out, catches it. And Alan will be thinking, what do I have to do to get ahead of that? And then you can see Nene and Frandy going side by side into corners. Frandy runs wide and then chops Nene. Oh, God, no. And they're both round. Frandy's in the wall, as you can see. Nene hits the wall. His car hits the wall not once, but twice. And he has a yellow front wing. And Frandy, of course, this does not help his tyre wear whatsoever. So we're going to go and head on to when Nene actually catches them next at the end. Just a few corners later. Nene tries doing the switchback move as Frandy runs wide. Frandy just blocks him. He says, no, you're not going around the outside. But Nene actually gets the better line and goes down the inside. There's a little contact, a little nudge, and Nene's got the position. And Nene at this point knows his luck. You can see the work steering wheel. He knows that he's now got that 6th place in the championship on the last lap of the race. Unbelievable. As Frandy actually gets a... He's actually... Oh no, he's got a puncture actually. I thought he had a brake failure. No, he's got a puncture. Unbelievable. Frandy has a puncture on the last lap. So that move was pretty irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. There's actually Alvaro Elcrack's actually got a puncture as well. And he was leading the race. So that's heartbreak for Alvaro, unfortunately. And Mocking Weeks on the last lap is going to come round. Will he get 3rd place off of Tumas? In the last corner, Willie Tumas locks up, but Mocking Weeks doesn't make the best of exits either, and it will be 4th place. Actually, it will be 3rd place for Mocking Weeks, as Tumas has a penalty. Well done to Mocking Weeks. First podium in SLR. Nene will be getting 6th place, and Frandythomesn is going to get 9th place. Unbelievable race. So after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, it was Carlos Eftes with his first ever SLR win, with Tumas in 2nd, Mocking Weeks with his first podium in 3rd, Alan with his best result in SLR in 4th, Savis in 5th, Nene in 6th, Ninja Hazard in 7th, Frandy in 8th, Alvaro Elcrack finished 9th after a puncture, same with Frandy. And Abraham finished 10th. Kostask didn't get any points, didn't finish the race. A bad way to end the season, but not a disaster as he's already won the championship. So in the actual championship standings, this means that Kostask actually wins the championship, of course. Savis 2nd, Farabarnit 3rd, Carlos 4th, Gary 5th, Nene 6th, Mocking Week 7th, Alan 8th, Frandy 9th, PMNA 10th, Evo 7th, 11th, Nelly 12th, Aldara 13th, Abraham 14th, Tumas 15th, Prince Shadow 16th, and these all get a free pass to SLR Season 2. We have Buddha 17th, Lakidav 18th, Ninja Hazard 19th, Alvaro Elcrack 20th, Rafe in 21st, Alan KV 22nd, Breaker 23rd, Chile Jaguar 24th, Sanchistu 25th, Pellets 26th, Canapulo 27th, Vulis 28th, Padridge 29th, Monster 30th, I say, and Mr. Stim finishes 31st of all of our drivers that took part in SLR this season. And for the constructors, it was Renault that took it with 269 points. Then we have Williams 190, McLaren 133, Red Bull 108, Manor 83, Haas 80.5, Sauber 75, Mercedes 69, Toro 63, Ferrari 53, and in last with Force India with 38. So yeah guys, it's been an enthralling season of SLR, a brilliant first season for the league, and I hope to see you again for season 2. I'm Nene57, and we're out.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light